Every story appears ordinary until you see the core side of it.
And what you're looking for is the story behind the news.
We bring it to you from Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria.
Giving you all sides and political stories round the clock.
Every detail from the start line to the final whistle.
CoreTV News, expanding your view.
Hello, I'm Nifemi Oguntoye with the CoreTV News this hour. The Nigerian police have expressed readiness to ensure the safety of lives and property during and after the Ekiti election. The Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Abubakar, while speaking in Ado-Ekiti ahead Saturday governorship poll in the state, warns troublemakers to stay clear of Ekiti. He reveals that the state borders will be closed at 6 p.m. on Thursday. Rashid has more.
First-time visitors to Ado-Ekiti and every other part of the state are likely to feel they are in a war zone. The whole of Ado metropolis and Ekiti indeed are filled with heavy presence of policemen and soldiers, including their warlike hardwares. Beyond this, the Inspector General of Police hinted that the police will not take it lightly with anyone ready to foment trouble.
All troublemakers that were prepared for this election, and we shall not and will not tolerate anybody, no matter how highly placed that individual think he is, that will come here and cause trouble. If you do so, you meet the consequences of your action.
While announcing the closure of all borders in the state by 16:00 hours Thursday, the Inspector General warns those who has nothing to do in Ekiti to leave or face the music.
Today is Wednesday, and we are 3 days to this election. If you are not from Ekiti State and you have nothing to do this election, I want to warn, today should be your last day in this state. If by tomorrow 1600 hours 6 p.m. we find you here, we shall get you arrested.
He also confirmed the arrest of some people with already thumb-printed ballot boxes in the state and dismissed the prayer of the APC chairman in Ekiti on the development.
And I commend the state security service because we learned and we know those people who are arrested where they are being completing papers. We want to know. We want these people paraded.
So we have to allow them to conclude that investigation first. We cannot compare that investigation. They must do their job in accordance with the law. They cannot tell you anything until they finish that.
Abubakar again reminded the police on the need to be civil with the electorates.
Do not expect any security agent to misbehave to anybody. We expect them to respect every citizen of the state, and if they do otherwise, we have monitors who will take them up and they will be sanctioned.
As it is, the stage, according to the police, is now set for the conduct of the Saturday election. Rashid, CoreTV News, Ado-Ekiti.
Meanwhile, the June 21 governorship poll in Ekiti State has again stirred the hornet's nest. This time, popular Lagos-based lawyer Bamdele Aturu, who has been speaking on the security arrangement put in place for this weekend poll, says the heavy security presently in place in Ekiti is enough to scare away many potential voters.
That militarist mentality still holds sway. We still think that unless we flood the place with soldiers, flood the place with policemen, there's no security. And that is the tragedy of our situation. Because you can do the Ekiti election without creating this frenzy, this excitement, this panic. Now you are going to scare away some of the voters. I mean, there are people who will say, look, at my age, maybe I'm 70 years or 80 years, why should I go and queue up when somebody can just kill you accidentally? So I think that we need to go back to the drawing board and train our law enforcement agents.
Watch out for more on our tour in our weekly news program, Judiciary Today. The June 21 governorship poll in Ekiti State has received the standing orders of the various stakeholders in the election. Speaking at the INEC Stakeholders Forum in Ado-Ekiti, Chairman of the Commission, Atahiru Jega, reviews the security features embedded in various ballot materials to ensure credibility of the election. Rashid was there and filed in this report.
The stakeholders meeting, which attracted top echelons of INEC officials, security agencies, political parties and their candidates, was said to be imperative in order to display the level of INEC's preparedness at conducting a credible election.
The Commission in Ekiti State remains steadfast and committed to the guiding principles of INEC, which among others include transparency, fairness, equality and integrity, and has assured of its readiness to create a level playing field for all the political parties and candidates during the governorship poll.
INEC's National Commissioner in charge of Ekiti State, Lai Olurode, is counting on the cooperation of political parties for the success of the election.
If you choose on your own to let there be election fiasco, to let the election go under, we cannot, security agents cannot do more than what they are doing. We have been contemplating when do we distribute the election material. Should we do it 2 days, 3 days to the election? And we are afraid what will happen to those materials. Not by INEC officials, but by other players in the game.
Expressing direct shift from previous elections, Chairman of INEC, Atahiru Jega, highlighted the security features in the various voting materials made to forestall rigging.
We have customized ballot papers such that ballot papers from one local government to another have different colors. We have customized even the result sheets. There are unique result sheets for each polling unit for this election. So you cannot move result sheets across polling units, because if you do that, it will be detected and it will be dealt with. All the ballot boxes are serially numbered.
For his part, Inspector General of Police Muhammad Abubakar wants politicians to act only within the ambit of the law on election day.
Center, you cast your vote and you are free to go back to your house. You cannot take any government vehicle of whatever kind and say, I am going for supervision. You have nothing to supervise. That day, you are not a supervisor. Allow INEC to do its job. Is it not so? Yes.
With these developments, all eyes are now focused on Ekiti as the D-Day draws close. Rashid, CoreTV News, Ado-Ekiti.
Nigeria's largest opposition party, the All Progressives Congress, says it won't accept the outcome of this weekend's governorship election in Ekiti State if the process is not transparent. This was the message new party chairman John Odigo Yego passed across shortly after the inauguration of the APC's new national executive in Abuja. The party leader noted the series of events in the last 72 hours are pointers to the desperation of the People's Democratic Party to rig the election at all cost.
It's only a few days after the APC's inaugural convention, and APC members are back in Abuja. This time, it's for the inauguration of the party's new national executives. And just like their last gathering, party supporters came in droves. There had been suggestions that some of the newly elected party executives had been dropped, but convention chairman was quick to clear the air on this.
So the contention about women leader in the Northeast and an ex-official is a mere rumor going on. I'm not aware of it. It hasn't come to my notice. So please take that as mere rumor. It just work us our time.
This paved way for the inauguration of the team, and afterwards, new party chairman delivered APC's position on events of the last 72 hours in Ekiti State.
On Tuesday, June 17th, 2 loaded aircraft landed at Akure Airport with undisclosed content. What has made this even more suspicious and ominous is the presence of the Minister of State events.
He also left no one in doubt about how the party will take it if the process is eventually compromised. And for the APC chairman, the earlier President Jonathan takes action, the better.
And with your cooperation, we are going to work night and day. We are going to toil night and day to fulfill the promise of the APC.
To underline APC's party's readiness to checkmate what it insists is PDP's rigging agenda, the new party chairman has decided to relocate to Ekiti State. John Odigwe Oyegun accepts that it is his first real challenge as party chairman, and he is convinced he will start his tenure on a good note by leading APC to victory in Ekiti State.
Nigeria security agencies have raised a security alert on plans to ram petrol tankers rigged with bombs into crowded places in Abuja. Government officials say the alert is based on credible intelligence report. Coordinator of the National Information Agency, Michael Mary, confirmed this and wants Nigerians to remain security conscious.
I've received intelligence to the effect that insurgents intend to seize petrol tankers and plant improvised explosive devices and drive them to crowded places in Abuja. As a result of this, we hereby call on the general public and petrol tanker drivers and their association to receive this as an alert measure, and to also advise their members to report any attempt to seize vehicles or their vehicles to security.
Chief of the Defense Staff dismisses possibility of a military coup in Nigeria. Join me for details shortly after this break.
Come June 21, it will be decision day for the people of Ekiti. 18 candidates are gunning for one seat.
I am the next governor of Ekiti.
But the people will have the final say.
I know that tolerance has a very big place.
Join extensive coverage of the election and get up to the minute details as development unfolds.
I'm the voice of the Ekiti people.
With expert analysis from the best political team on television.
And that's honesty of island. Without
Join us all day June 21 to find out who emerges the next governor of Ekiti State.
We have agreed to move this state forward.
Keep a date with us on CoreTV News. You can also watch us live on our website on www.coretvnews.com, a 24-hour news station.
Thanks for being there. For more information on our news and other programs, you can visit us on our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/CoreTV News. You can also follow us on our Twitter handle at CoreTV News NG. As well as on YouTube, it's youtube.com/CoreTV / News. Chief of Defense Staff Alex Bade has dismissed suggestions of a possible military coup in Nigeria. He said in a statement issued in Abuja that the military is too professional to consider a takeover. Air Chief Marshal Bade noted that the armed forces are defenders of democracy and would not work against what they are part of. Bade expressed surprise at the coup rumors, but called the military a professional group that has no option but to love Nigeria. And that wraps it on this hour news. Do join us again at the top of the hour for more stories. I'm Nifemi Oguntoye. Thanks for being there.